in the ultra-progressive Principality of Taathesia, beneath its outwardly shining, joyful veneer, there exists a troubling underbelly, dominated by harsh classism and rampant discrimination against sentient machines. A realm devoid of its history, Taathesia appears to have emerged fully formed only a century ago. Struggling with this collective amnesia, the country has dedicated the past 100 years to the pursuit of peace and prosperity, preferring to keep its memory a mystery. But legends speak of 5 mystical locations that hold the key to uncovering the hidden truths of Taathesia's missing past. Your adventuring group, backed by the enigmatic heir of Foxguard, receives a lucrative contract to safeguard the famed archaeologist Arya Sarin. Recently returned from a covert excavation, Arya's findings reveal a startling secret, one that certain factions within the Taathesian government are desperate to keep hidden. Amidst the backdrop of the annual Embertide Festival, a joyous celebration that marks the start of the harvest season, the party must ensure Arya's safety and shine a light into the shadows cast in Embertide. Well, welcome everybody to the Pocket Dimension, first and foremost. We're really excited about today because we are going to be playing a brand new game, a game that is not even out of alpha. In fact, it is 0.4 alpha. It is called DC20, and it is created by the Dungeon Coach. Friend of ours, friend of yours. So if you want more information on that, of course, go to the Dungeon Coach's YouTube channel. But today, we are going to have some fun. We are completely uncharted territory, very deep waters at times, but that's the fun and excitement of being able to play an alpha, without a net. We're learning as we go, we're teaching as we go, and we have some amazing people to play with us today, I believe. How about we start with our friend Allison? Oh. So Allison, tell us who you are and then who you're going to be playing today.
My name is Allison. I am one of our chaos crew. I don't know. What am I? I'm still figuring that out. I'll let you know as soon as I know. And today I am going to be playing Benni. She is a gnome scion. Her hobbies and interests include aioli and other sauces. She dangles for at least 6 hours a day from her feet, just hanging on down to get all of that good juice into her brain. And she invented a game called duck busting, which is her claim to fame.
Love that.
And that's what you need to know about
Benni. If we go clockwise, I'm looking at my friend Seth.
Hello, I am Seth the DM, and today I will be playing Chahd. So Chahd is a...
Say his full name.
Oh, yeah, we need...
Yes. Yeah. So Chahd Johnsh is who I will be playing, the beastborn gorilla man, big beefy boy, warlord. And Chahd, Chahd used to live in a small town of Duxbury. Then, one day got a dog, decided to go out adventuring. Unfortunately, his dog, Flop Sweat, ended up dying on the first adventure. So he no longer has a dog. But
Flop Sweat.
He did find some friends along the way, so he's excited to see what's next.
Wow.
I love it. R.I.P. Flop Sweat. How about you, Fitz?
I am Anna Fitzgerald. You may call me Fitz, or if you're on our Discord, you can call me Darth Fitz. I'm going to be playing R081T, who was basically a Roomba on the boardwalk. Just life-size trash can picking up litter. But, after missing a couple of data wipes, R0 gained sentience and has decided that there's more to life than fighting seagulls for French fries. And we're going on an adventure, you know? Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Welcome, Robot. R0. And then finally, Evan. Evan Bivens.
Hello. Hi, my name is Evan Bivens. It's lovely to meet you. It's lovely to meet you all. Today I'm going to be playing a bugbear. His name is Tobias Kraat, a.k.a. Old Toby. Hey, guys, I'm Old Toby. The thing about Old Toby is people think that he's kind of not that smart because he kind of doesn't sound very smart, but he's actually very wily, very clever. He's read a lot about how to be a ranger, but he's never gone on an adventure before. He has killed things, but mostly through trapping. He likes to. He's an avid taxidermist. Is that how you say that? He's into taxidermy. Yeah. So he has just like rooms. Probably needs to let go of a few of things. He's maybe a little bit of a hoarder. He's a collector. What can I say? And he's I don't even know that he's actually ever fired a crossbow before, but he's read all about it.
Great.
We're in a good place.
And he's real excited, you guys. I'm real excited to go on.
I love it. Now welcome, Toby. I'm gonna kind of spring something on you guys without any kind of warning, but that's what playing these kinds of games are all about. How would you say you know each other? Because you're friends. I don't really believe in playing TTRPGs, unless the players know each other. Yeah. Now, I know how you relate to this general idea of a campaign, but how do y'all know each other?
Well, Ro and I are both from a place called Taathesia. Mm-hmm. So maybe we met there before taking our... Where are we adventuring today, DM?
Yes. This is the beautiful country of Taathesia. Mm-hmm. And it is... it's in an area called Foxguard, which consists of a few cities, in fact.
Foxes there that I could maybe put into my collection? I just want to put them to sleep.
Yes, it has a great, beautiful wilderness in parts. It has an enormous, vast kind of forestry and plains. It's a really beautiful. It's a beautiful country, Taathesia in general, and then Foxguard itself is kind of it's the home of the government of the entire country, and there's definitely foxes.
Okay, because I got chickens and roosters. Sorry, Chad. I was just going to start listing all my animals.
I was going to say, I was going to pitch an idea, right? Like, maybe Toby killed Flop Sweat, and now Flop Sweat is taxidermy.
No, I didn't kill, but I was going to say, if you still have the body, I would definitely help you preserve
maybe that's how we
Flop
became
Sweat
friends.
Yeah.
Oh, that is how we became friends.
Yeah,
you came to me in your time of need.
Yeah. And now I just keep him strapped kind of to my back.
Yeah.
Just kind of hanging on there.
The two of you bonded. You bonded over Toby's incredible taxidermy skills to kind of bring Flop Sweat back to life, back to reality.
Yeah.
I love that.
Maybe R0 met Toby and then tangentially Chad, because R0 was sent out to clean up a potential hoarder house.
Oh no!
But then arrived and realized it's just a lot of taxidermy, and the guy who owns the house is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get rid of his treasures.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe Benni was like subcontracted? I needed, I don't know, like a little extra coin, and came with you to clean out this house. And
I mean, you'd work at the same factory where I'm from, right?
Right.
So yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
We basically have the makings of two very industrious businesses, a taxidermy shop and a cleaning service, which is pretty legit. Great. But the reason that you're together right this minute is that Chahd, who
What'd you do?
kind of
What did you do, Chahd?
No,
What
no,
did you do?
He did. All he did was he just lived his life, right?
What haven't I done?
Chahd went to school with a gentleman whose name is Rupert Anthony Whitehall III. You became buddies in school, basically. You and Rupert. You know him as Roop, and you've been friends for a long time. The reason that you don't see Rupert that often is because he is the heir of Foxguard. So you're currently in the city of Talos, and Rupert is in line to be the ruler, the lord of Foxguard. Taathesia in general is a very interesting country because it has a history that only consists of 100 years of memory. For some reason, there is a collective amnesia for the entire country. So no one that has grown up in Taathesia has any history that is older than 100 years. No one knows why it started, where it just sprung into existence, seemingly. But there's two major camps. One camp wants to ignore this fact, and then one camp wants to find the truth, basically. The conservative aspects of Taathesia want to leave well enough alone. They do not want to know. They want to just keep going. It's a prosperous country. It's a peaceful country. They have not seen the wars and strife that other countries have seen. But then there's Rupert, who, unlike his father, who's the current lord of Foxguard, he wants to know. He wants to know the truth. In fact, he wants to be known as the truth giver. And so Rupert has spent his own time and his own money trying to uncover evidence about this great amnesia. That's what they call it, the great amnesia. So he's spent his own coin to fund archaeological digs, other kinds of fact-finding missions, just anything he can. And he's been working with a particular archaeologist named Arya Sareen.
Beautiful name.
She is one of the country's top archaeologists, top of her class. He spoke so highly of her. Incredibly beautiful, flawless skin. She's got beautiful silver hair. And you can tell by the way that he described Arya that of course, Roop is madly in love with her. So there's a personal element to this as well. Well, Arya found something. And she sent a message to Rupert and said, I have found some incredible information. I need to see you and show it to you immediately. But the dig was attacked, and a number of her colleagues were killed in this attack. It was a goblin attack, which is not incredibly common. Goblins are not necessarily a violent ancestry in Taathesia, but this was a group of very organized, very masterful goblins that came in, and she realized that they were after her and her findings. Mm-hmm. So he paid for her to immediately get on a train back to Talos, and he has hired you all to simply get her from A to B. And that B is the manor of Foxguard, his home.
His arms.
And his arms, yes. He doesn't know what this discovery is, but if it's big, what that means is, possibly could be a clue as to what happened more than 100 years ago. To make things a little bit more complicated, the city itself is in the midst of the Embertide Festival. You kind of think of it maybe slightly Oktoberfestish, right? Like lots of drinking and revelry and crafts. Most cities in Taathesia kind of go nuts for Embertide. And Talos is one of them. So it is right downtown, of course, right next to the train station. So you're sitting in a train station that is just packed, busier than it normally is. Just people just back and forth everywhere. There are shops all around, a bakery. There's a bookstore that you love called Book Bale along the walls. There's a haberdasher that Toby has purchased a hat at once or twice. If anybody's hungry, there's Picus Pastries, which has incredible baked goods if you're getting a little hungry. Yep. She is set to arrive in about 5-10 minutes. So if there's anything that you need to do, or you can just enjoy the sight.
Chad definitely has just an armful of pastries. And it's just popping them one at just like whole into his giant mouth.
I saw that there was a fry stand next to it, and they have all of those different aiolis that you can dip your fries in, like a little flight of sauces. I want that.
What are your favorite dip sauces?
Well, there's a curry one that I really like. Oh, and if they have like those wieners on a stick, I really like that in a curry sauce. Garlic, of course, is one of my favorites, and I really like the kind of fruity, kind of spicy ones. Also a big hit around here.
Amazing. As you go up to get some of those, what does Benni look like again?
She's very little. She's a gnome, so she's like 3 feet, and she likes the kind of standard issue blue coveralls that they gave her at the factory where she met R0. So she's still wearing it because she's got a big kind of silly hat, and then just big eyes that are just like looking everywhere and just taking it all in.
Yeah, lovely. And as you're chowing down, Chad, what does Chad look like?
Chad is a very large gorilla-looking guy with sort of this light gray, silverish, sort of fluffy fur. He wears this set of armor that looks kind of like a beaten and tattered old school football gear without like the jersey on it, with like a big hammer on his back and a taxidermy dog. And he walks over to Benni and it's just like...
You get used to it, but yeah.
Yeah, you ever tried dipping a pastry in that stuff?
Oh, yeah, try this one first.
Okay. Just like takes a big old scoop.
How is it?
It's good. Yeah.
Do you want to fry?
Let me try a different one.
Okay.
Here.
And as they're chowing down, Toby, what are you up to?
Well, old Toby's pulling out. He's got his backpack out, and he's pulling out to celebrate Embertide. He's actually brought gifts from home for everybody. Aww. He pulls out. A lizard that he's taxidermied, and he puts it on in some hot glue. And he holds it up to Robit. He's like, "Hey, Robit, I got you something. I was going to maybe just stick it here," and like puts it on Robit's head and holds up the hot glue gun and just immediately starts to like hot glue the feet down.
Right before the hot glue like hits, Robit, one of their little like grabber arms, a little flap opens and a trash grabber like zip, 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 and yoinks the lizard, pulls it out in front. Its little Robit's eyes like blink blink, big headlights. He kind of rotates the lizard, nods, and then sticks it in one of the trash flaps.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, here, and then he passes over the hot glue gun, thinking maybe you want that too.
I do. I take a hot glue gun.
Yeah. So he goes back into his sack and he pulls out a duck, a taxidermy duck. He's like, "Hey, Benni, I got you something. I know you like ducks and all." So he gives Benni a taxidermy duck. and the work is like immaculate, right? Like it's like it almost looks like it's alive. And then he pulls out a small dog. It's like, hey, Chad, I got Flop Sweat, a friend. And
what?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And he's shaped the paws to like, so they're kind of hooked. So he just hooks this dog. I don't know the name of this dog. You can name it. I never knew the name. I just found it. And he puts it on the back, like a backpack for Flop Sweat, on Flop Sweat's back.
A roadkill friend for Flop Sweat.
Happy Embertide, everybody!
Happy Embertide!
Everybody's in great spirits because for your payment, Rupert, among many things, a pledge to fight for sentient robot rights. He is donating a startup cash for both a taxidermy shop and a cleaning service, a professional cleaning service, not like a joke one. Like, he wants to fund for this help. So you're kind of all in great spirits because you have a little catch, and so
if the businesses do well, do we think that maybe next year we could have one of the stalls here and we could play duck busting with the people of Talos at the market?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That'd be so
Yeah,
fun.
he wants to have a separate meeting about duck busting, what that could do, and maybe how he could kind of bring it to the masses. Like what that would take to scale, kind of what it would take to bring it. Because he thinks it might be great in schools, duck busting. It makes you feel good.
Yeah, good hand-eye coordination. Yeah. We can talk about that.
Love it.
Well, I think after acquiring the lizard, and to be clear, R0 has put the taxidermy lizard in the trash flap that goes to the compartment where they keep all of their treasures. So not in the actual trash flap. It's in the treasure compartment.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Of course.
Yeah. Of course. And immediately rolls off into the crowd, thinking that, if we're gonna start up a cleaning business, I gotta get going early. And as just picking up trash off the street, people have napkins in their hands because they're maybe having some snacks, just grabbing those before they have a chance to hit the ground, just, hey, I'm rolling here, going through the crowd, getting as much litter before it even hits the ground as fast as possible.
While Robot's doing that, Toby says to Chad, hey, what do you think happens to all that trash? Does it just stay up in there, or maybe they burn it up inside, or maybe they
could just
store it somewhere?
I think I saw a trash flap on the back that was kind of depositing some of it. I don't know.
No, you look over and you see that R0 has gone to the dumpsters and has leaned forward, and a chute on the bottom opens up and just forcefully ejects all the garbage into the dumpster.
There it is.
You feel. You feel really this is your purpose, R0, and it makes you feel good, though for most of the people, they're in such good moods, the party goers, but some of the ones, there's a small faction. You're very used to it, but it doesn't make it any easier to take. But as you go around, there's many who are but as you're speaking, right, they realize that you're sentient, and a lot of them are afraid. Some of them are afraid. Your ocular scope senses the feelings of anger from some. There's a group of young half-orc, gentle teenagers that kind of are especially rough. That's what they call them in that's what they call them. They call them gentle teens in Auric.
Well, I ungently roll over their toes as I fly by.
Because they stopped. They had cups full of full, extremely full stuff, and they just kind of very violently tried to stop it. Just stop talking, So there's this a little undercurrent of
If Benny sees that,
unpleasantness.
I'm going to use some telekinesis to have their drinks dump
Give
on
me a
themselves.
check. Let's give me. Are you aware? Give me an awareness check.
yes.
Your first roll.
Okay.
Of the,
Okay.
of the,
Okay.
See
Here
if
we
you
go.
see that.
Let's see if I see that. That's not a 20, but it's pretty darn good. It would be a 19.
That's a 19 on the awareness check, and yes, indeed, you do clock. You actually clocked them. You clocked them kind of moving. They were kind of snickering, like being punks over in a corner, and they're like watched. R0 Row just kind of do their thing, and then kind of surround the row, and then that's where it's like boom, boom, kind of just being super rough and mean.
If they threw anything at her, if they're holding anything, like if they've got like hot cocoa or popcorn, I'm going to use telekinesis to like make those things explode in their faces.
Okay.
Just pour some hot cocoa right on them.
Great.
Exploding
All right.
popcorn, just boop.
Yes. Then let's see. Every spell in DC20 needs a spell.
Well,
check.
this isn't a spell. This is a class feature.
This is a class
As
feature.
a scion.
Does every class feature need a spell?
This I would leave this up to the DM, but I'm able to use my mind to easily move objects around me. I would spend an action point in combat to interact with an object up to 5 pounds within 5 spaces. So that's why I just kind of want to walk by them. I don't even want to look at them and just kind of like in a row, like boop, 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 whatever food or drink they're holding with my.
I do want you to roll because you've been practicing. One psionic manipulation of objects is one thing. 3 is a lot. So
yeah.
If I'm looking for a number.
I could roll trickery, which is normally like could be used for like sleight of hand or something like that. But I'm using a mental sleight of hand, if you will.
I love it.
Do we like that? All right.
Please.
We're going for a trickery roll, and that's a 15 on the dice plus 1 for a 16.
So these gentle teens kind of bullying our friend Ro, kind of, and they're used to it, but it's still unpleasant, kind of like, what are you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? Oh, you're smart. You think you're smarter than me? You think you're smarter than me? And like holding their cups of stuff. Yeah, I know, it's really gross. Can you tell I've heard that before? Yeah. And then and so they're holding this stuff, and then suddenly, as they're kind of like, you're not smarter than me. They're just the cups in their hands, just like. The cups are made of this sort of crystalline material that is really common in Taathesia. It's not a plastic. It is biodegradable. Somehow the scientists here just perfected mass, and it just shatters, spilling all kinds of liquid and shards of this. The shards don't hurt them, but it's like so shocking and they just kind of back away. They're not sure whether Ro did it or what, but you were able to save your friend. So excellent.
I chuckle as I roll away.
roll away.
We didn't even have to bring the muscle in yet.
I love it. And it's getting real close to the time that Arya is arriving. So yeah, this is. I'm gonna. I need for you to kind of think about, just that this place is packed, but you're waiting for the gate, and all of the trains let out. So you're kind of facing that direction. You've been given a description of Arya with a lot of who knows, maybe hyperbole, maybe not, but like a lot of really loving descriptions of her beautiful skin, dark, like a kind of a cinnamon colored skin tone with white silver hair, and kind of graying and hazel eyes, flawless, that can scan people very quickly. And kind of,
We get it, Rube. You love her. God.
And as you're kind of sitting there, and the clock. So she's supposed to arrive at noon 05, and at this moment, the kind of the clock strikes noon, and then 5 minutes later, and you feel a kind of a tap on your shoulders, and you're kind of like spoken to by 3 members of the Watch. And the Watch are the local Talos police guard. They're very highly respected in Talos. They keep the order and keep the peace. And so they walk up to you, and you're a little confused as to why. The one in the middle, her name is Michelle of the Watch, and Michelle says, "I need your identification, please."
Oh, it's Chahd. It's Chahd, but like the H is silent.
Thank you. Yes, we need to see some papers.
I was just explaining because, it looks a little weird to some people.
Oh, thank you, sir. That's fine. We're just, it's a very busy time. There's a lot of there's increased security around, and we're just kind of, want to make sure everybody is where they're supposed to be. So
Chad's already gotten us out, and he's just explaining his name.
R0 is going to pretend to be not sentient and just rolling around,
right,
picking up trash and pretending like they are a mindless automaton.
Yes, because R0 does not and cannot have papers, and at this point, maybe if Rupert does his job, that'll change someday. But for right now, yes. I need for you to give me a check of your choice. What would you do to try to delude? Trickery is one.
Yeah. I as a now sentient droid, and realizing the prejudice that comes with that, I am actually I have mastery in disguise and trickery, because this ain't the first time I've had to do that. So I'm going to just do a trickery roll and see how well I can blend into the background here.
Okay, great.
Is it possible to provide a help action here?
Tell me how you would do that.
Chad, I think Chad would kind of move his very large gorilla form, sort of obscuring the form of R081T, just to,
just kind of walk over. So this is Bob, Sir Bob of the Watch, and he's a dwarf. He has a pretty friendly looking face, and it's just kind of, but it doesn't say much. It's kind of holding out.
Hey, Sir Bob, name's Chad, but like the H is silent. The second H, not the first H, is not silent. And I'm just gonna keep blabbing to Bob.
Very nice to do. Very nice to meet you. Yeah. So what did you get?
Okay. I got a. Oh. Okay. The help die was good. So I used a D8 help die, and with an 8 on my D20, a 5 on the help die, and 5 for trickery, I got an 18.
Nice.
Very good. Yes. You just kind of spin around just as Bob of the Watch kind of starts, kind of clocking your more intelligent movements, your higher grade electronic mobility, and the way that you're moving around, kind of maybe starts to notice, and then with the help of your friend says, right, and then moves on to Toby. Toby, is there anything that you need to do, or you hand over your ID?
Yeah. Toby's got his backpack out again, and he is rummaging through it, and he's like pulling out lots of animals.
Oh no.
He's got a frog. He's got some weird like insects, which are really hard to taxidermy. He's just got the whole collection of things. He's like, I know it's in here somewhere. Just hang on a second. Hey, will you hold this? And hold that too. And he's got a cat and all this different stuff.
Now, while you're doing that, though, Bob of the Watch is kind of eyeing you now suspiciously, and says, "Sir, did you purchase these items, or do you have a license for? Do you have a taxidermy license, sir?
Oh yeah, of course I do.
All right.
Yeah,
I'd like to see that too, if I may.
Oh, I don't have it on me. I mean, I got it at home. I'm not from here. I have it at my home, my house. Yeah.
Well, in Talos, I'm afraid you kind of have to have a license to.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, these have been taxidermy for a long time. These aren't. Well, this one's kind of fresh, but I mean, these others are pretty old. I mean, they're just my favorites. They're my buddies for the road, my road buddies, and so I mean, I didn't kill them here. If that's what I didn't kill the animals at Talos.
Well, we're just very, very protective, here in Talos.
I get it.
We want the people to be safe. We need to know where each and every animal or foreign creature is found, where it's located, and
each and every one. That's a lot of work.
You're kind of putting them in my face, sir. So it's like I kind of have to ask.
Oh yeah, I guarantee none of these critters are from Talos. They are from all around. This one here is from Mistress Glenn. This one here is from Badacia. This one here is from Calandria. This one here is, I don't remember that one, but yeah, they ain't none from Talos.
Yeah, well, I may need to take these with me, sir. If
all of them? What if I just give you one for keeps?
Thank you, but
I've got a badger. Hang on.
We've had situations where there's been a dangerous disease and all that. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. This has turned out to be such a bad day.
Can I roll up between them and start grabbing all the taxidermy from his hands and that's on the ground and stuffing them into my main trash compartment? Acting like I'm cleaning everything up.
Hey, that's the
while they're doing that real quick, Benny, are you fairly having a peaceful conversation with both Michelle of the Watch and Idris of the Watch?
This changed things a little bit. Yes. So I guess the first thing that I would want to do is, can I do an insight check? I want to vibe check them, like why I think that they might be asking, or is it in good faith, or is something wrong and they're on some kind of watch for it? That's not very good. That's only a 10.
Yeah. I would say with a 10, it's member of the Watch, right? They have real jobs. It does seem a little bit extreme to be confiscating, taxidermied animals, but beyond that, they've got the uniforms. Like they seem to be doing the job. It is definitely a major festival that it doesn't ring untrue that they would be checking IDs and stuff.
I'm going to kind of distractedly go ahead and hand over my ID to them. Yeah. Keeping an eye on Toby, I kind of want to try and cast a Cybolt on Watchman Bob just to give him a headache. I'm not trying to damage him. Mm-hmm. I can cause a mild headache in a creature for 1 minute, but I just kind of want to make him break his focus and concentration is what I'm trying to do on his conversation with Toby, and maybe need to go sit down because he's feeling bad.
Wonderful. Okay, great. So, tell me how that works.
Well, it says you tear into the mind of one creature you can see within range. It's within 10 spaces. You can cause a mild headache in a creature for 1 minute or make a spell attack. And the spell attack is what causes damage, which is not what I'm trying to do here.
Great. Okay. Then it's just automatically a headache. So does he doesn't even...
He doesn't get a save. And there's nothing noted here about somatic or material components either.
Okay, thank you for checking on that.
But in the event that there is one needed, we'll say if there is some, I'm handing my, I'm trying to kind of distract them. So I'm I just am trying to pay attention to my friend Toby over here and kind of point over there to kind of get the spell off, just to.
Yeah. It's noticeable. You see Bob just kind of slowly but surely.
Is your man okay over there? He doesn't look well.
Sometimes I get migraines, and I think it's just just one coming on, just real quick. Wow, it's
Well,
really
I say that to Michelle and Idris.
Oh yeah.
Like
that's him talking. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's just him talking. Michelle says, he's. I'll go check on him.
Might be for the best.
Yeah. So she walks over there. Good job. Kind of moved her away, and Idris is now kind of just watching you. And may I have an awareness check in general from you, Benny? And also, I'll give you. Actually, everybody except for Toby, give me an awareness check, please.
woohoo! That is an 18 on the dice for 23.
Okay.
I got a natural 1, but I think it's because I'm distracted trying to pretend like I'm in a sanitation protocol and cleaning up all of these taxidermy.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're very busy. You're trying to rescue the animals.
Yep.
22 for me. 22.
Okay. So the robot has no idea, but Benny, you're very much aware now that Idris of the Watch steps directly in front of you, not in a threatening way, just kind of standing there. He's a large human, very extremely handsome, has a very deep, soulful voice, and just kind of like very charming, just kind of talking to you, just sort of small talk. Really nice weather for the festival, and trying to, but you're very aware that he's trying to distract you at this moment. And then Chahd, with a 22, I'm going to say that there was the one kind of strange situation that you saw was a very tight cluster of people wearing all dark hoods, kind of just moving very purposefully and quickly out the door. And at that moment, Michelle of the Watch kind of steps in front of you.
Do I? So, and I see that too with a 23.
You do. You both kind of like see that you're being distracted.
Can I? I'm so sorry. I just realized that I left my wallet with a vendor, and I want to start trying to follow them.
I'm
walking
we're just
away.
Talking. Okay, then I need for you to contest a agility.
Well, I don't know. Because of my size, and as a gnome, I am squirmy. I'm an escape artist, so I have advantage on checks and save to avoid being grappled or restrained.
All right.
So what am I rolling?
I think that we're gonna try to do it contested. Just do basically an agility check. You get advantage, and Idris of the Watch does not. How does that sound?
All right, yeah, I'm gonna try and. I got my wallet. I'm glad I got advantage, but it still wasn't very good. 11.
Okay, he's got you. He's holding your hand, and you're pulling on him now. You're not quite able. He grabbed you.
Okay.
And at this point, the rest of you are now aware that these three are unsheathing weapons.
What?
And at this, the crowd around you sees these weapons and starts to back away. Assuming, of course, that y'all are the reason that something is starting. But I need for everybody to roll initiative.
So, do I need to use like my agility roll as my initiative roll? Since in this moment I'm trying to get away from Sir Idris?
I kind of love that. Yeah.
Okay.
So So in DC20, initiative is a very interesting thing. It doesn't, if you don't want to apply any other skill or spell or thought to it, you can roll a straight agility for initiative. However, if you can describe what you're doing in such a way that makes makes another maybe a skill or a sense that's of a higher score. If you can convince me if that's how you're joining this fray, that's what we're rolling on. So yes, I would say agility for you. Who else?
Before we went into initiative, I was going to say, so I'm going to use this as my initiative then, that I was going to try to body check the guy that's in front of me and Toby so that we could, like, I was going to try to body check him and roll between him and Toby so that Toby could get away. So, since that would be like a shove, I'm just going to make an athletics check.
Yeah, I love it. That's your initiative roll. Who else?
Toby's, since he's engaged, he's really like being talked to by Bob Newgard. I'm going to say that he's actually using his charisma score, which is actually bad for him. That's a -1.
Yeah.
But I rolled a 15, so we'll go with 14.
You know what? My initiative roll is also negative, Toby. So
Oh, boy.
2 Ps.
Oh man,
Mine was a
That's good to hear.
21 because I rolled an 18 on the die.
So how about what do you think of intimidation as Chad kind of like, puts his full body forward and kind of just goes to Michelle, bro, I'm gonna need you to move.
Bro. Yes, especially with the use of bro. Yeah.
Michelle with the good arms.
Yeah.
So
She'll be intimidated.
Yes. Especially bro. Yeah.
that's a 19 for Chad.
Okay, great. So, sorry, I'm doing 50 things at once. So Chad's for 19, and give me some more names.
I was a 21.
21 for Ro. And then
Little Benny got a 10.
Benni on the 10. And then
It was 14 for Toby.
14. Thank you, Toby. Okay, great. So the way that this works is there is basically all of the bad guys get a score, and if any one of you beat that score, which you did, 2 of you did, both Chad and Ro did, that means that it's the good guys' attack first. You're able to move fast enough to make that action, whatever you were doing, to make it happen first. Okay, so what's happening then is Robot pushes in between Bob of the Watch and Toby, and that is their first action. Robot.
Oh, great. Okay. So I will follow through on that. So I will spend an action point to do the shove action. So I'm going to make an athletic check contested by his martial check.
Okay.
Go.
15.
Beat it. Beat Bob of the Watch.
By how much?
By a lot. He got a 4.
Okay, so I beat him by 10. So he's going to go. I can push him 4 spaces. So what I think I want to do, though, is I want to push him 3 spaces. And since I took the shove action, I'm going to knock him prone. And he will actually, because I'm going to start this combat in bull stance, since I had said I was going to shove into him, he will actually take 1 point of bludgeoning damage since I pushed him and knocked him back.
Gotcha.
And I actually can roll with him. So without spending any of my movement, I can sort of just like push, follow him. And so now that he's pushed and knocked prone, I am going to trying to decide if I want to hurt him or...
Poor Bob.
I know. Or if I just want to, like, steal his stuff. You know what I think I'm going to do? I am going to hang out. One of the flaps opens up and a chain comes flying out, and I'm going to attempt to tether him with my whip.
Okay.
Which I've just reflavored to be a chain. So
Wow.
I believe that's going to take 2 action points to also try to tether him, but I got to hit him first. So why don't I do that? Oh no, it's part of the thing. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to hit him with the whip. Ba-chow! Oh yeah, that's going to work. That's a 21.
That is good. It is a heavy hit. Not quite, almost a brutal, but a heavy hit.
Heavy hit.
Which means it's 5 above his defense.
Okay. Oh wait, no, that is 2. It is 2 AP because I'm doing a maneuver. So 2 AP, he's going to take, base is 2. From the whip, he's going to take +1 because it is a maneuver. And then how far over did you say I was?
This was a heavy hit on him.
Okay, so he takes 1 more. So he takes 4 points of damage. And now I need him to make a physical save against being tethered by my little chain that is shot out.
Oh boy. Let's see. Oh, Baba the Watch.
Oh, and you know what? Because he's prone, I have advantage, so I'm just going to crit fish real quick.
Yeah.
All right, man.
No, it was worse. It was worse.
Okay.
How'd he do on that physical save?
He got a 15.
He got a 15, which I believe that does save. So he is not tethered.
Okay.
All right, so that was 2 of my action points. I will use my... I'm going to use my last action point to dodge.
Okay.
I'm gonna dodge whatever first hit comes my way.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Wonderful. Thank you. At this, Idris is the one that is standing in front of Idris of the Watch, standing in front of Benni and just swings. He has a mace. They all have maces on them, and swings this heavy-looking, scary-looking, sharp mace. Sorry. Clam. And that is a 17 for a hit on old Benni.
That's heavy.
Okay, that's a heavy hit. Oh no! So that does three damage naturally from the bludgeoning of the mace, plus 1, which is a heavy hit because it's 5 above your physical defense. And so then I need you to make a physical save because he whacked you so hard. There is a chance that you might just be dazed.
Oh, fun. Oh, so fun. A physical save.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a 14.
That's good. That's a good save. So you are not dazed, but you did take a mighty 4 points of damage from that mace as he whack, which is quite a shock. But he did let you go, so you are not like caught up at least. But you've got a big. That's going to be a bruise. So that was his one attack. And then he decides that probably he's gonna reach over and make one step, not quite out of your range, but he's gonna go for.
I mean, I'm not Marshall, so it doesn't really matter.
That's true. There's no right. Only marshals get attack of opportunity. That's good for me to remember. Oh no!
It feels.
But takes another swing at our man Chahd. And normally that would be a disadvantage attack, but he's going to use the last of his action points, and he is going to have a regular roll because that cancels out.
All right.
And that is 21 to hit.
21 does hit.
Okay.
But my
heavy
AC's or my physical defense is 17, so 22 is my heavy hit.
Okay, so he's just below that. So you do take 3 damage though from this bludgeoning thing, and I do need for you to roll to see whether you're dazed.
Okay.
And confused.
Hey, yikes. What kind of roll is that?
Right, it's a physical save roll. You should have it on a sheet.
Yes, it doesn't really matter what's on my sheet, though. I rolled a 4.
Okay.
Buddy.
And I will find it on my sheet by the next time I need to access it. Oh, I see it right.
Oh, bless.
So you are dazed. I know it's going to say stunned, but we're going to call it dazed. And so what this means is you will have disadvantage on mental checks until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
And that is Idris of the Watch's turn. So next up is, come on, combat. Let's go crazy. Boom. Is Chahd.
Okay, Chahd is going to be like, not cool, man. Like, that sucked, dude. And is going to be like, hey, Benny, you want to get back at him for that? And is going to use Commander's Call. So this is 1 action point and 1 stamina point to command a willing creature. I'm not going to command you, but I mean, it's your choice. That I can see within 5 spaces. Benny, you can make an attack, a move, or a dodge action for free without using or as a free reaction of your choice. So you can either attack, move, or dodge.
Oh, I'm going to attack.
Okay.
Oh.
One note on attacking is whatever you use to attack cannot spend SP or MP on this.
Okay. I did not like that, and I want him as far away from me as possible. So I'm going to reach out with a telekinetic shove and try and shove into Michelle. And I'll let the DM if this pops off. But I want him out my face, is what Benny wants. Okay. So I spend an action point, but I don't need to spend that action point, is what Commander's Call is, Seth?
Yes, it is
amazing. Okay. So ordinarily I would spend 1 action point within 5 spaces, making a spell check against contested by the target's physical save.
Okay. So
And
he needs to roll a physical save.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Come on. Let's roll high. Let's roll really, really. Yes. Okay. That's not bad. So that's a 15 on the dice plus 4, so a 19.
Nice. He rolled an 11.
Nice.
So I will let you resolve this how you want to, DM. I'm pushing him straight towards Michelle.
Okay.
What happens next is on you.
Right. Yes. Well, also, and you did roll 5 above even, right? 5 above his roll, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say, I'm going to go to my list of possible conditions to see if there's one that fits. Let's see.
There is actually.
Tell me.
So, with your shove, how far does it say that he goes base?
A success for each 5 with the success.
Yeah.
Push up to 1 additional space.
Mm-hmm.
So success is you push the creature 1 space in any direction. Success each 5 above, push 1 additional space.
So what's the total number of spaces you would move him? Hypothetically.
2.
Hold on. I do need to take something into account. I am size small. I am assuming he is not.
He is not size
so
small.
So he actually has advantage on his save.
Okay.
So roll that again.
That's fair.
Yeah, we're playing by the rules here.
He rolled the exact same number.
Oh, okay.
Meant to be.
Okay, so I'm sorry, what was your question, Fitz?
So if there was nothing in his path, how many spaces would you be throwing?
He would have moved 2. 1 for the telekinetic shove, and then an additional 1 for being 5 over.
Okay. So Matt, as the DM, you can decide, I guess, whether our dear friend is going to stop when they hit another body, or if they're going to keep going.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
And can't continue to move, then they're going to share damage, and he's going to take damage for every space that he can't move.
Dang. Okay. Ooh, wow. Let's see. Yeah, I like it. How I'm just gonna Why don't we just say they both take a point of damage? How about that?
Why don't we?
That feels pretty good to me. So I'm gonna kind of leave him here. They're basically because you can't be in the same space, but he just kind of bonk, and they bonk each other's heads just perfect amount that they're that they kind of slam into each other, each losing a point of bludgeoning damage.
And that's perfect.
Thanks, Chad.
Yeah.
No problem.
No problem, dude.
Also, Benny, I will say in addition to that, whenever I spend SP using my Inspiring Presence, I can restore an amount of HP equal to the SP spent. So that costs me 1 SP, and I will heal you 1 SP.
You're really the best.
So that was 1 action point, and my SP, I am then going to provide. I'm going to use another action point to do the help action. Give a help die. I specify the target or the player, PC. Is it? I guess. Does it? Do I have to?
You specify the
both.
Yeah, the PC, and you have to be standing either next to the PC or the target.
Next to the target. All right, so I'm standing next to the target. It's going to be Idris, obviously.
Okay. Right.
So, Benny, I'm going to give you a help die. I'm just going to kind of like step on one of Idris's feet just to kind of lock him in place, trip him up a little.
So that's a D8 on my next turn.
Yep. So giving you a help, this is fun. As the warlord, I can regain stamina. I regain 1 each time I grant an ally a help die.
Amazing.
So I'm going to get my stamina point back. And then I think I'm going to... which one? I'm gonna taunt these people heroically. So I'm gonna use a technique I have. I'm gonna spend 1 AP and 1 SP, which will again heal Benny 1 point.
Oh, this is amazing!
For using another SP, and I'm going to attempt to taunt all enemies within 5 spaces of me.
Dang.
I'm gonna be like, you suckers suck. Like.
That's it. That's all you need. You suckers suck.
So I have to make an attack check contested by each target's mental save.
Okay. Oof, I love that.
So within 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think all 3 of them are within 5. If I counted correctly. I guess it depends on where you count from. So let me know if Bob's in there or not.
Within 5 spaces. Jeez. Let's see. Yep. I'll put Bob in there as well. So each one of them needs to make a mental save.
So I guess this would be my question on the heroic taunt. Do I roll just once, and that's like the DC kind of, or do I roll individually for each person I'm trying to taunt? I guess let me...
I think it's probably once.
Yeah, that's usually how multiple
single time?
things... Yeah.
Okay, cool. So my attack check is going to be...
You roll for each.
Oh, you do? You roll for each. Okay.
No,
Thank
I was
you.
saying
She
was rolling bad.
That's only a 9.
Wow, we have the DM wrapped around our finger. He was
really
ready to believe that.
Got him wrapped around my trash grabber.
9. Okay, well, here's the great news. They rolled incredibly low. So both Idris of the Watch and Bob of the Watch failed.
Okay, awesome. That means that those two, I'm trying to find the verbiage here. It's basically they have disadvantage on attacks on anyone other than me.
Nice.
Until the start of my next turn.
Nice.
But I'll clarify that.
All right, so the one taunt was... tell me what that one tonic was again.
I think it was you suckers suck.
That would do it. I mean, that would do it for me. Anyway, wonderful. Is that your?
Okay, so I do have one more action point.
Okay.
And I'm going to swing at Idris.
Yes.
With my Warhammer.
Yes,
Dang,
you are.
Warlord is a machine.
And that's a 6 to hit Idris.
That is an efficient turn.
And then, yes, everything has been so successful up until this point.
Up to this point, yes. I'm too busy stepping onto his toe to keep him in place. I just kind
Yeah, exactly. That's
swing
what it
wildly.
is. Yeah.
I'm not the
All
DM,
right.
but I would love to hear what it looks like since you're not healing. You're not a cleric, so you're not healing like that. But
Great point.
Yeah.
What does it look like when you're giving Benny back? What does it look like
Yes.
for you? And what does it look like, Benny? What does it look like for you?
Mm-hmm.
I think, depending on the situation, some of it is just because, Chad gets his sort of warlord experience from being the captain of his hammerball team, his local hammerball team. So it's kind of just creating this physical presence to sort of inspire his allies. And I think the other thing is he'll throw out sort of compliments here and there, or, just words of encouragement.
Good game, bro.
To kind of, yeah.
Good game. And it just fills Benny with just like this rush of can-do energy.
Can do.
It does.
I am having a good game. You're
Right. I'm doing it. I got this.
Benny also, like, you would have to be paying. We're all a little, indisposed at the moment. She blushes a little bit, kind of like when the cheerleader watches the captain of the football team walk by. She kind of gets that flush to her cheeks for a second as Chad provides these actions.
Understandable. Okay.
Suckers suck. You suckers suck.
Yeah, we'll work on that, but
Look, my charisma is -1. So.
Yeah. I love it. Okay, so that is Chad's turn. It is now Michelle of the Watch. And Michelle will not... she is taunted by that. But if she attacks you, then it's not a disadvantage. And boy, is she going
Just
to
everybody
attack you.
else.
It's just everybody else. Boy, is she going to. She is just going to... She has her mace in her hand, and she is just going to 3 up and mighty blow, as hard as she can
dang.
toward Chad's face. Let's see, how are we doing here? And oh boy, oh no, that is a natural 20.
Whoa.
That's a critical hit. And with a total of 24. Is that a brutal or a heavy?
Brutal is 27, so.
Okay, so
Heavy.
but it's a heavy. So 20. So that's 1, and then her mace does 3 damage. So 4 just with the crit, and then 1 more for the heavy. That's 5 points of damage for you, sir.
Okay.
2 points for the
and then
crit.
I need.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
if your
I'm
base
sorry.
is
You're-
3.
Yep, you're right.
Sorry, Chad.
Thank you.
so it's 6.
6.
Okay. So
ouch.
6 down.
And
All right.
yep, and I need for you to see if you're dazed. Oh wait,
Hey, I'm already
you're not dazed. You're not.
dazed.
You are dazed.
Well, it was until the end
You're
of
confused.
Yeah, that's true.
my
Yeah,
next
so see if
turn?
you're dazed again.
Okay. And what type of check is that? Physical save, right?
That is a physical save.
It's a 12.
And beat it. You're not dazed this time.
Okay.
I'll remove that. But yes, that's a heavy blow that she did. And now she can't move. She didn't even decide to move. So next up is and back, Toby. Your turn, Toby.
Oh God! Hey, why is everybody attacking my friends?
Now they're not just trying to subdue, they are obviously trying to kill.
Murder us now.
That's question number 1.
They're not trying to hold back. No, they're not holding back. No.
Okay. Question number 2. The hooded figures that we saw getting off the train. Number 1, did Toby see that?
Toby did not see it.
Okay.
Only the other 2 saw it, and I will say that at this point, they're gone.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, he quickly just gets all his animals back in his backpack, and pulls out his crossbow.
First action point.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right.
It would have been a minor action if you only had a couple, but
Organization for action point. Yeah, he gets them all in the right place. This one, no, that one goes there. So he's going to attack I think Bob Newgard seems to be probably well in hand, but these other two are kind of putting a hurting on my friends. So he's going to attack. We'll attack Idris first, and as a bugbear class feature, he gets advantage on his first attack check in combat. Just the first.
Amazing.
So he's going to do that, and he's going to spend a stamina point to Hunter's Mark this fella. So that's an advantage. So what do we got? Oh my god, those are both terrible. 4 plus 4, 8. 8 to hit.
8 does not hit, I'm afraid.
Doesn't hit. Now, Fitz, maybe you can tell me this. Does the Hunter's Mark, if you don't hit, do you still get the Hunter's Mark?
Like, do you get to keep it?
Yeah. Like, is he marked? I spent the stamina point. So do I still get the Hunter's Mark?
I would
Okay,
imagine
great.
so. I'll double check the wording, but I think if you spent the stamina point.
I'll give you the wording right here. It says you can spend 1 action point and 1 stamina point to focus and mark a creature you can see within 15 spaces as your core.
Yep.
Doesn't say anything about
Then,
having to hit. So
Yep.
with that in mind, that gives me advantage now. So I will attack again. Normally, that would be a disadvantage to attack again. So the advantage will cancel that out.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have had double advantage on the first attack then?
Ooh.
From
believe
your
right.
So.
You were right.
If you
So let's
Hunter's
roll.
Mark first, yeah.
Yeah.
So here it comes. Oh, yeah, that's another 8. So no, he still missed.
Never mind. We tried.
So, but I will spend 2 more action points. Okay, so let's do the math. So I get advantage, but I have a disadvantage because I'm going to attack again. So I'm going to spend, that will be 1 action point. Then go back into advantage. I will spend 2 action points.
I don't think you have the. Wait, I don't think you have the action points to do it. Wait, no, you do because Hunter's Mark gives you advantage. Oh my gosh.
That's right, but I still
So
missed
good.
probably because that's a 12.
12 hits. Meet it, beat it.
Yay!
Woo.
Okay, so that is 2 points
Scraping
of
by.
piercing damage to Idris.
All right.
And now I have 1 action point left. Gosh. I'm not near anyone, so I can't give a help action to anybody, right? What do I want to do? I'm going to just attack 1 last time at disadvantage, but this time I'll attack Michelle. All right. Of course, this time I roll great. That's 19 and 18, so 18 plus 4 to hit.
I'm gonna
Now, yeah.
I'm gonna be no
Do
Matt,
it,
go
because
ahead.
I was thinking the same thing, I
Sorry.
think.
Because you had advantage on Idris because he was the one Hunter's marked, right?
Right.
So then you would be double disadvantage attacking Michelle
Yeah.
because it's your 3rd attack.
Yeah.
It's my okay, right. That stacks. Correct. So I roll 1 more die.
So just give us 1 more d20.
Sorry.
That's also an 18.
Holy, the dice tell story.
There
Nice.
you go.
So
Good work.
triple advantage or double advantage misses, double disadvantage hits.
It's a wild world we're living in here, baby.
I'm on Toby.
I'm all Toby.
So that is, and so that's 18. We want 22. Is the
Dang.
score? Is that her heavy or?
That's a brutal hit on a double disadvantage.
I love it.
That's 2.
Everything
Wow.
about Toby is backwards, and it's beautiful.
Hey,
It's all happening so beautifully.
That's
I'll beat up
fun.
all my friends.
So that's 4 points of piercing damage to Michelle.
Holy. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Amazing.
That's all, huh?
Yeah, that was a good hit on Michelle of the Watch, like right on her chest, and I need for Benny, Toby, and Chad to give me an awareness check, please.
Awareness check.
I am
Nat
very
20, baby.
Damn.
There you go.
I'm very in this combat because that's
baby.
all right. 8.
Okay.
Doing great.
So the only
25.
person that notices something, probably because you're right there, Chad. As this arrow right into her armor, and also this arrow also directly into Idris of the Watch. Their armor is fake. Armor is fake. It's made of not steel.
I wondered.
Toby, that is your turn. So now we move to Baba the Watch, who is prone. And I'm going to take the time, because everybody out there watching knows about as well as I do. So the condition of prone, you are hindered, which means you have a disadvantage on attack checks, period. Ranged attacks, though, of course, are hindered against you. And you are exposed against melee, which means melee checks have advantage. His only movement option is to crawl. So
Metal.
he can spend 2, but he can spend 2 spaces of movement to stand up, ending the prone condition. So if he doesn't want to move at all, but the catch there is that it would trigger an opportunity attack. Well, Bob doesn't like be prone, and that's the first thing he's gonna do. He's got a job to do. He stands up, which means
I'm gonna jolt him, and actually, I wonder if I think, I'm going to attempt to zap him with my static jolt. Okay.
Static
That's
jolt.
gonna be, and in fact, do I want to do that?
No.
Yeah, I do want to do that. In fact, I am going to add a maneuver to this, which is takedown. So I'm going to jolt him, and if it works, then the target falls prone again.
So here's Baba the Watch.
16?
Oh my gosh! Against his physical? Yeah. Yes, for sure. Not heavy, but
Just a regular.
that's a regular
So
hit.
he takes 2 points of lightning damage and falls prone again.
That is hard. Okay.
Stay down.
Oh, and that's
Look,
and
sir,
that's-
I said stay down.
Okay. Well, in that case, he is going to try to stay down, but he will try to attack you because, I mean, come on, man.
And I dodged at the end of the last turn, so he's at double disadvantage.
Also, he's taunted until the end of my next turn.
Great, this first hit is triple disadvantage.
Wonderful. So that's triple disadvantage. Poor Baba the Watch, just not even crawling around, just takes his mace and is like, and just tries to hit you from the floor at anything. He's going to use all of his action points to do this. He's got 3.
Bless his new heart.
Bless his new heart.
So that just means that he's got a regular attack, right?
Yeah.
Because everything's canceled.
Oh, amazing.
Bob. Wonderful. Okay, so, but he rolled a 20.
Okay,
A
so
dirty 20.
dirty 20 is just a heavy hit.
Okay, so that's a heavy hit. So that's 3 points plus 1 for the heavy hit. That's 4 points total.
Okay.
And I need to know whether you're dazed. He hits you in the foot.
Okay.
And you're dazed.
Remind me what I need to roll for that.
A physical save, please.
Physical save.
What a dirty
Okay.
20, a triple disadvantage.
I know.
He really wants it, you know?
He tried, man. He's a tough little guy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The fuck is that? Yeah, big 8.
Yeah. So he just goes, "Wah!" But how tall is R0?
I am the exact proportions of a New York City trash can, so about waist height for the average size human.
Okay, but Bob is a smaller than average height than an average human. But he kind of just swings up with everything and just hits you in one of the sensors, and you're just
Yeah.
And you will be dazed for the next turn.
Okay.
That is his turn, and now we are to Benni and the judge.
Benny's mad,
Yeah.
but is feeling very inspired by Chahd. And so she's going to kind of like square up against Idris, hands on her hips, and she's going to give him a look, and she's going to say, "It's time to get dazed and abused." And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Mind Blast, spending 1 action point to assault a creature's mind within 5 spaces, which he is. I'm going to spend a mana point to add 2 enhancements to it. So the 2 enhancements I'm going to choose, one will be dazed. The second one is forceful, so the target will have disadvantage on their mental save against this feature.
Ooh.
And because Chahd gave me the help action, so I'm going to make a spell check. And then with these, forces the target to make a mental save against the chosen effect. So they make 1 save for both effects.
Oh my. Wow.
So he's at disadvantage for that, and then I'm rolling my spell check with my help dice, right? My D8 from Chahd?
Yes. I believe so.
Ooh, this will be so fun. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Typing your dice up.
So that's a 17 on the dice plus 4 for 21 plus 3 from the help for 24
That's against his mental save.
against his mental defense. So it's a dynamic. Yeah. So first thing we're looking at is his mental defense.
Okay,
24
sorry.
against it.
Yes. Geez, that is definitely a brutal.
Okay. So that is,
against that.
so base damage is 1, and then heavy, and then brutal. So 3 psychic damage so far. And then how do we do on that save?
For the save at disadvantage, he did roll a 17.
Dag nabbit. And that's against my save DC.
Yes.
Beans. Okay, so he
I know.
he takes 3 damage. It's
That's
okay.
good.
It is okay. It is okay. Yeah. Okay. So let me. What do I want to do? I really want to get him on this.
Just out of curiosity, how many action points was that?
That was just 1 because I spent 1 action point and 1 mana point for the 2 enhancements. So I still have 3 action points.
Idris of the Watch, I will say, is not looking great.
I think that I'm going to try this again.
Okay.
I'm going to try Mind Bolt, so that Mind Blast. So that's because I really want this to work, y'all. So that's 1 action point, and this time I'm only going to spend instead of spending because I can't spend another mana point this turn, can I? So I'm going to spend a second action point to try and make him dazed again. I really want him dazed.
Okay.
I'm doubling down on this and being very, very chaotic. Okay, so she sees that it hit, sees that it didn't make him dazed, and then she's just gonna kind of and just go back in for the Mind Blast. So this one I'll be rolling at disadvantage because I'm doing the same thing in a turn.
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled both 13 for a total of 17.
Yeah, that is a heavy hit against his mental defense.
So that's 2 more psychic damage, and I need him to roll another mental save. Ooh, I made balloons go up.
Is this mental save at?
No, this is regular because I put forceful on the last one.
And this time, he does not succeed.
So he is dazed.
Not only is he dazed, as you double down on this and you give him all you got mentally, and you can kind of see his head kind of throbbing in a very uncomfortable, disgusting kind of way. Kind of. How do you want to end his existence?
I didn't even get to do part 2 electric boogaloo, but I'll take
Sorry.
it. Yeah, she just like she's tiny, right? She's like 3'2", and she just kind of like bears down and like grrrs at him, and does not look menacing at all. But you can tell she thinks she's menacing, and clearly it does the job.
A trickle of blood out of his nose, some out of his ears. And Idris of the Watch is no more.
As like a minor action, so I do like a quick scan, and I don't see where the people in the hoods went. They're not in my like immediate view.
It is so packed in here.
Okay.
It is so packed. So there is, you know which door they went out of. That's it.
I'm gonna take off running just to see if I can get eyes on them.
Okay.
I feel like my party have Michelle and Bob handled, so I'm just going to spend the rest of my turn. I don't have to disengage or anything. I only have 4 squares of movement, but I'm going to take off in that direction just to see if I can see.
Great. Oops. Benni and the Come on now.
And also, so I'll be further away from their potential attacks because I don't want to get hit again.
Fair.
Great. Racing towards the south west door of the building. All right, great. First kill.
And that's
First
me.
Kill.
Yay!
DC20. Way! First kill.
Blood.
Really, really good, you guys.
We shall join you in murder.
I'm sorry I had to murder somebody so hot, but you know.
I know.
I know. I will say this, Benni. I just want one little addition for everyone else. Because of the swarm of people, and now they're panicking because there's a full-on brawl. I mean, you've got a space, but once you dive into the crowd, for everyone else is going to be difficult terrain. For Benni, though, tiny little gnomes.
I'm very squirmy.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So next up is Robin.
All right. I only got 2 action points left because I took a reaction and I spiced it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use those 2 action points to do 2 unarmed strikes on this guy. And since I'm a monk, they get to be at regular roll for both of them with my flurry of blows. I'm going to flavor this, though, like I am rolling over him and then back with my treads. I'm just...
Okay.
But they're unarmed strikes.
Yeah.
I'm just rolling over him because he's prone. Oh, and I get I get advantage. Okay.
You do.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. First hit is a 14.
Yes.
All right. What's is that just against his regular physical damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's regular physical.
Just regular. So
defense, yeah.
Then he is going to take 2 points of bludgeoning damage for the first hit.
And as you roll over him the first time, you hear this crunch, and you hear this snapping sound. And as you start to roll back over, you discover that Bob of the Watch is no.
Oh, great. So what I'll say then is I just I rolled onto him. He is he is unalived, and so I just kick it into reverse. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Roll backwards.
Yeah.
And I will spend my beep, 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 beep last action point to throw it into reverse, and I'm going to go flank with Chahd.
Great. Okay.
I've got 4 spaces of movement, so I think that's exactly perfect.
Yeah. You kind of up
Other
on
side.
top of this
Other
this
side,
bench.
Michelle.
Other side.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, so kick it into reverse, alarm blaring, and I go flying to flank the final combatant with Chahd.
Happy.
Nice.
Yes. All right, then. And that's your turn?
That is my turn.
It?
Yeah.
Great. Then it is indeed Chad's turn.
Hey. I just kind of like look at the scene. Nice costumes. These idiots have costumes on. And I'm just going to swing with my Warhammer.
Yes.
So does flanking grant advantage in DC20?
You gain a +2 to your attack.
Oh, a +2.
Nice.
Beautiful. I love it. Okay. Then I will... How's Michelle looking? Have we even hit Michelle?
You have, yes. Michelle is not looking great either.
All right, so I'm going to spend 2 action points to roll with advantage.
All right.
And we add 2 on top of everything.
We had a 2 on that.
Okay, well,
What's
the first roll was a nat 20. So that is going to be a 26 with the +2.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a brutal attack for sure.
Yes.
So the Warhammer base is 2. Then 2 for the crit, right?
Uh-huh.
And then brutal is another 2.
And then brutal's another 2.
So 6 points.
Yes. How would you like to end this battle from the possibly not quite the guards of the watch?
I'm just going to, as R0A1T just comes zooming around behind Michelle, I'm just going to like take the Warhammer and just like punch it straight into like her chest, like pinning against R0A1T.
Yeah. From behind, as like
Yeah.
Michelle falls down, I like chest bump it so it bounces back into your Warhammer.
Just a squish.
Night at the Roxbury style.
Yeah.
I love it.
What is love?
The worst Oreo.
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
And then I will use my last 2 action points to just start sprinting after everybody. Come on!
Great. How many can you go?
That would be okay. So, it's my speed is 4. So does that mean I can move 8, or does spending?
I
Okay,
think. Yeah.
Cool.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you just book it.
Bye.
I know. Yeah. You. Oh yes. Except, as I said, you're definitely slowed
That's
by
a difficult
difficult
terrain.
terrain.
this enormous space here. So I'm gonna have to put you. Hold on. Better do this right. 2,
There's a pretty
3.
unicorn on the floor, you guys. Notice
4.
that?
So I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, hey, Benny.
Yes. So I'm going to end this combat encounter. I'm going to empty the turn tracker. So yes, congratulations everybody for the first combat here of this one shot, and basically as the dust settles and people just in pure panic, the real members of the watch show up, and they start questioning you. They definitely get in your way, in your face. You're kind of concerned at first that this could go very, very wrong. So they're kind of surrounding Toby and Benny, because I think Chad was quick enough to kind of get away. I'm gonna need. What are you gonna tell these guards that are kind of swarming the scene?
Would Benny know if it would help to drop Roop's name?
Give me a history check, please.
Okay, I'm just a +0. Oh, a 19 on the dice.
Amazing. So, with a 19 on the die, you know that in Talos is more on the liberal side of things. So it is definitely worth a shot, and I will give you advantage to kind of explaining the situation to them if you'd like to stop. I'll give you it's not persuasion. It's
Influence.
influence. To influence these guards and try to dispel the situation. I'll give you an advantage on that.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna, kind of try and like play it a little bit coy and just like, listen, we are here on a mission from Rupert, as you might know him, and we were attacked. These people pretended to be you. It's really, you need to go investigate them. Trying to like point them over that way, and so that, thank God you gave me advantage, because one was a 3. The other one is an 18 plus 3 for 21.
That's pretty good. And then Toby, you also notice that these uniforms do not look right. I will give you more information if you can give me a good investigation check, perhaps.
The uniforms are the people that we just sclounced?
Yeah.
But
yes.
the new people on the scene, they look legit.
Give me one roll and I'll tell you about both.
Okay, great. This is a what?
I think you're probably gonna investigate these things.
Okay, got it. That's a 13.
Okay. And then I'm going to let R0 just throw in an aid for this.
Well, yeah, at this point, when there was a moment, I was going to say R0 is fully with the little trash grabber and the trash poker going through their pockets and pulling apart their costume and taking anything that looks like a clue.
Okay, great. So you can either aid and give Toby a roll to try to keep it quiet and simple, because you also have to, there's a lot of guards, you don't want to get found out either. You don't really know their alliances. So I will give you a D8 to Toby. So if you want to roll a D8, Biv.
Aye. Okay. That's a 6.
So that was
nice.
Okay.
Yeah, 13 plus 6, 19.
Wonderful. So the guards amass the scene, and you, with Robot's help, are kind of like pulling apart their uniforms, and you're very, very quick to be able to show them that these uniforms are made of like a stage craft, like
It's 3D printed.
They're 3D printed. Thank you. Yeah, this like kind of an enamel thing. And the guards that you talk, they all seem legit. You notice the correct shine and shimmer and pieces to their uniforms. So the two of you together are able to kind of calm down the situation, explain it, and they're on your side. They're still kind of detaining you for a second. And I'm going to let Chahd make it all the way to that exit. And I'll say this, that the stairs going up leads to, unfortunately, even more chaos and even more humanity, as there is a series of tents, all manner of like pop-up shops and market stuff, and there's a freaking circus tent on the other side. It leads directly into the market. So I think we're going to take a break now as the rest of you kind of calm down the guards of the watch. Join your friend Chahd, and you're going to have to figure out where they went, because they obviously are using this festival as a major distraction to kind of cover their tracks. But you have the skills to be able to track her.
Yeah,
so
I've read about tracking before.
Yeah, so let's take a break and do it.
Yay!
So thank you everybody for joining us for part one, because we're halfway done, of The Shadows Cast in Embertide. One of the very first actual plays of this incredible new game, DC20, by our pal, the Dungeon Coach. So again, please go check out his channel and learn everything about it. He is going to be doing actual play, as this game kind of goes out. It's just an alpha, but it is
Already so
taking
fun.
the internet by storm. So please go learn more about it. Thanks for joining. Thanks everybody for being here. And we'll see you in part 2.
Woo! Electric Boogaloo.